Today I would like to take you back to the 20th century to explore a set of Buddhist artwork that are not only beautiful pieces of art, but also about the visualized Buddhist narrative representing the convergence of three important elements: the heritage of ancients, Buddhist literature, the majesty of a traditional Thai painter, and the innovations of modern printing technologies. This work is the masterpieces of Prat Dheva Bhinimmit, a series of 32 full-color prints depicting the life of Buddha, one widely distributed across temple, school, and Buddhist households throughout Thailand. These prints are more than just pictures; they became a bridge that carried Buddha's life story from ancient scripture into the eye of modern public. And in some cases, they even invite us to ask whether their influences may have reached beyond Thailand to places such as South Korea. The story begins in 1844 during the reign of King Rama III, when สมเด็จพระปรมานุชิตชิโนรส when สมเด็จพระมหาสมณเจ้ากรมพระปรมานุชิตชิโนรส the Emperor of Bangkok at the time composed the พระปฐมสมโภธิกถา He revised and arranged ancient Buddhist scripture and inscriptions into 29 chapters, from even before the Buddha birth to his renunciations, enlightenment, and finally his passing away. This text became the foundations of Buddhist storytelling in the Ratanakosin period, inspiring sculpture, temple mural, and eventually printing illustrations. So, if we say that Prat Dheva prints are literature transformed into image, that will be true because their foundation came directly from this literature. Master Prat Dheva Bhinimmit. From the temple boy to master god painter, one was the story. The next step was the artist who brought the story to life. That was Prat Dheva Bhinimmit, born as Chai Thiamsin Chai, originally named Si, and he was born in Nakhon Ratchasima. As a novice monk, he studied drawing under Phra Ajahn Bunthing and gold painting technique or line rotnam with Phra Ajahn Thongdi. Through dedications, he was later introduced to the royal court in 1909 and officially joined the Royal Craftsman Department and was granted a new name, Chai. Over his lifetime, he rose to the rank, eventually receiving the highest court title, Prat Dheva Bhinimmit. His important work includes serving as chief painter of the restorations of Ramayana at the Emerald Buddha Temple in celebrations of the Ratanakosin 150th anniversary. During this project, he created preparatory sketches so that many artists could work together smoothly. One of his famous painting from this time is the Janaka performing and ritual calling and discovering Sida, or Ratchanok-Risi, Thai, Dainang Sida. The painting formed the first room out of 178 rooms in the Emerald Buddha Temple. But Prat Dheva was not only a painter, he was also a teacher and knowledge transmitter. He taught Thai art at School of Fine Art, or today Sirindhorn University, and also Chulalongkorn University and Uthai Thawai. He also compiled the Thai Painter Handbook, during World War II, collect more than 80 designs that became a standard art textbook for younger generations. And of course, one of his most important contributions was creating the original drawing for the 32 printing Buddha Life theory, commissioned by Thailand publishers. The technology. Not for this work would have reached the public without a publisher. Mr. Somphong Phakdi, the founder of Thailand Publishing, Som started as a book runner before opening his own press. His business thrived during the World War II, when Buddhist book became a spiritual refuge for the people. With visions, he commissioned Prat Tinrat to create a full set of 32 Buddha-like paintings and decided they must be reproduced with the best technology of the time. To archive this painting was sent to Japan to be printed by Coca-Cola. In Tokyo, between 1947 and 1955, the printing used advanced offset technique with metallic gold ink overlay, producing print that shimmering like traditional Thai gold leaf mural. These prints were then distributed nationwide. People framed them, offered them to temple, used them in ceremonials, and series was successful. Then Mr. Som later asked Prat Tinrat to produce 5 additional sets, resulting in more than 86 prints in total. Sadly, the original painting that Prat Tinrat created for this print are no longer known to exist today. These prints were not only commercial success, but also become a new model for Thai Buddhist art in the modern era. They were so widely distributed that they became the standard reference for later temple painting. Painters who reproduced the same style of mural across almost every region of Thailand, and eventually beyond the country. This print did not remain just beautiful work on paper. They spread so widely that they became the reference point for the temple painter across Thailand. There are 3 main reasons why they become so popular and influential. First, this is a showcase of the painting into the temple in Thailand. First, they tell the Buddha life through sequential storytelling. The second, the compositions is systematic and clear. The placement of figure, animal, and object is carefully organized and framed within the scene that create a strong atmosphere. This made the story easy to follow the memorable. The third, the print show a new sense of realism and artistic development. Prat Tinrat used perspective, light, and shadow to bring the scene to life. The Buddha, the people, even the animal, they all look vivid and visible in the way that feel both traditional and modern at the same time. And perhaps the most fascinating part of this story came much later in 2012, when Mr. Chakri traveled to Korea at Chokesa Temple. In Seoul, he discovered a mural with compositions strikingly similar to Prat Tinrat print. The details were different, but overall structure clear, resembled the Thai original. He kept this story inside to himself until 2017, when he returned to Korea for a lecture at the Finally Share with Me. And these rising and important questions, could Thai print have influences Korean Buddhist art? The three key points of similarity between Phra Dheva print and Chokesa mural. The story sequence follows the Phra Pathom Sompho Tikatha. The Buddhist text composed in Thailand during the Ratanakosin period is a Buddha life episode systematically combining canonical source with Thai traditions. Prat Tinrat had 32 prints, while the Chokesa temple mural had only 30 panels. Two scenes are missing. Number 21 is named for Chalit, and number 32, the Diversions of Buddha release. A key detail strongly suggests that the Chokesa mural were derived from Prat Tinrat work is print number 25. Prat Tinrat series is Devata bring show by the earth goddess. It's matching perfect with the panel number 22 at Chokesa temple. Even more interestingly is that the Chokesa versions closely resemble another pen of Prat Tinrat work from the Khwan series, especially image number 3, the elephant Nala killing. This was one of additional print set that he created. Such similar provides strong evidence for a link between Prat Tinrat published print and the mural found in Korea. To the compositions, posture of figure, animal, and overall atmosphere. The compositions of Chokesa mural and Prat Tinrat print are strikingly similar to placement of people, animal, and object. Even number of figures are almost essential. The main difference appear in local tradition and belief. For example, in the Thai versions of Buddha authority, Phra appear playing the three-string lute to symbolize the middle way, but in Chokesa mural, infra is absent, and instead the Buddha is shown practicing austerity amid falling snow reflect Korean culture imagery. And another example is the Great Departure. In Thai traditional, following the text, Prince Sirindhorn rides his horse Kantaka across the Anoma River. In Korean mural, however, the scene is interpreted as the prince crossing the city wall and mountain, reflecting East Asian tradition of walled city. And 3. Timeline from the Thai original to Japan print to their appearance in Korea after World War. The sequence of events we trace first original created in Thailand, then the reproduced in Japan by Coca-Cola Company, and finally they appeared in Korea after World War II. And to deepen this perspective, in the next presentation you will be hear from a Korean architectural historian who will explore this cross-cultural connection in more detail. Therefore, Prat Tinrat print were not only devotions art of Thai society, but also a gateway of cultural exchange, leaving possible influences beyond national border. In the end of the masterpiece, Prat Dheva Bhinimmit is more than just painting. It represents the intersections of literature, art, technology, and brought the Buddha story of manuscript and temple wall into the hand of the ordinary people, and even across border. This is truly the Buddhist art in the modern frontier, and art from the broke traditional pottery, yes, continue to inspire even the 21st century. And from this story, cultural-oriented design studios is now tracing the journey of this print closely. We invite you to follow us and discover what new and surprising connection this part will relevant, especially in South Korea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. for your presentations and the